Afternoon, everyone. Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have Joseph Loughran, our marketing VP, and then we have our special guest speaker, Keith Birkin, is joining us today from One America. Okay, a couple things real quick before we jump in. First of all, I want to apologize for yesterday's GoToWebinar error. We literally were sitting on the webinar waiting for everything to launch, and they had a technical issue on their end, and obviously we couldn't launch the webinar. So I wanted to apologize. It was nothing on our end, but there was absolutely nothing that we could have done to prevent that from happening. So once again, I apologize. We rescheduled for today at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is what we're on today right now as we speak. Okay, a couple things. Obviously, we're all going through a very challenging time right now with this whole COVID-19 pandemic. You know, in our business, in our industry, I feel like we're all very fortunate that, you know, yes, if you have to work from home or your third bedroom home office, whatever the case is, you can still function as a insurance agent, financial advisor, you know, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a great time for all of you to pick up the phone. You have to remember, all of your prospects and clients are also sitting home, right, with this stay-at-home order. So, I mean, I don't know of a better time where you're actually going to get that person on the phone, right? There's not really many excuses they can come up with. It's not like they can say, oh, we were out at the beach, or we were out at this big party last night, and, you know, whatever. So now is the time. And if you have to set an appointment, obviously try to set up a Zoom or GoToWebinar or GoToMeeting, which is what you're on right now. And if you're not comfortable with that, first of all, I suggest you getting comfortable, number one. Number two, set up the face-to-face for, you know, 6 weeks out, 8 weeks out at, you know, Starbucks Wednesday, 2 p.m., and if you have to push it back again, it's fine, but at least you have something on paper. So there's no excuse for you to sit back, or anyone for that matter, and say, oh, I'm just going to take a 8-week, you know, vacation, and then when things get back to normal, I'll start working again. That is crazy, because your competition, they're out there hammering the phones. In fact, we have some agents writing more business now than pre-corona. Okay, so we just wrote our largest application in history that actually came in about 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know if it was because of Corona, maybe because of the awareness and everybody's at home thinking about what if something happens to the breadwinner. Whatever the case is, it came in and it's over $500,000 of annual target premium. Okay, so the cases are out there. People now more than ever are asking about life insurance. So we can all capitalize on this. Now, I'm not saying this is a good thing. Obviously, it's a horrible, horrible issue for the entire world. But once again, as insurance agents, financial advisors, jump in head first. We have been as a marketing organization, and we are crushing it. We happen to have launched officially the Insure Me Now Direct platform with our 2 latest products and carriers, Gerber and Haven. Okay, so we have now $500,000 of term, instant decision with instant e-policy delivery. Everything is 100% consumer driven. It is the only product in the world that is direct to consumer, but sold by the agent, where the agent still makes full commissions plus renewals for those products that also pay renewals. There's over 16 products now, over 5 carriers on the platform today, and it's free. Okay, we have appointed over 300 agents in less than a week. Okay, so if you think that everybody's on vacation right now, that is just nuts. That's an excuse, and I'm not buying it. Okay. With that said, we have jumped in head first again with the Bill Levinson Experience podcast. I'm going to go over that in just a few more minutes. We're seeing some great changes at the carrier level. We're launching a new instant decision term up to $2 million on Tuesday's webinar. Plus, we have one of our top agents who's been selling virtually even before Corona, and he's one of our top agencies in the U.S. So he's going to be on there as well, and we're going to get to pick his brain and find out what they're doing pre-Corona, during Corona and then what their plans are for post-Corona. So he's in his mid-30s, and they consistently write way over $1 million a year of paid premium. So he's got a great story. That's Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to jump in to that presentation and webinar. Also, real quick, before jumping in, we're going to do a giveaway at the end of today's presentation. We're going to give away the new Fire tablet, the new 8-inch screen with built-in Alexa. So at the end of the presentation, I'm going to ask a question that has to do with our slides that we're going over today. Whoever answers first and correctly wins. Your name will be announced at the end of the presentation. So stay on for the whole thing. We got about 45 minutes or so, and it's going to be great stuff. Keith always brings his A game. They have a really cool platform that they actually will help you market to your prospects and your book of business. So wait till you hear what he has to share. They also have, in my opinion, the best hybrid product in the industry today by an A+ carrier, and they have some really cool technology to go along with it that he's going to jump into in just a few more minutes here. I'm also going to add, this is just in, so everybody now is asking about, e-signature, non-med limits, and voice signature, right? So voice signature is a big one, especially during COVID-19, because everybody wants to sell very easily and not have the consumer leave their house, as we know. And why not, when you pick up the phone to make the sale, you literally hit another button, have them voice sign, and you are done. It's that simple. So anyway, long story short, we now have an exclusive contract with Gerber with the voice sign, Americo, and our latest carrier with voice sign. This is only available to 2 IMOs, is Columbian Financial Group. So on the final expense side, Columbian is our latest voice sign carrier to be added to the mix. In fact, it will be available by early next week. So if you're working final expense, that is a go-to with voice sign and a very competitive priced final expense product. Okay, let's jump right in here. What we did is we built Joe, let's back up 1 second. We built a COVID-19 folder because we're literally seeing changes on the hour. We have over 70 carriers. Everybody's making adjustments, right sizing, typically pushing out the maximum face amount limits for non-med, which is always a great sign. Some carriers are reducing the max issue age, which is not a great sign, but we have so many options that we still have a little something for everyone, okay? And what we did to make things easier for you, we have this COVID-19 folder that's circled in red that's updated in real time. So as soon as one of our 72 carriers makes a change, you're going to see it in that folder updated in real time, okay? So just make sure you keep your eyes on your dashboard. That's on our website. As soon as you log in, you will see the COVID-19 updates folder. And then once again, the voice signatures, there's a few more carriers that are outlined, but the latest and greatest is Columbian on the final expense side, like I just said earlier. Okay, let's move forward here. What we also did is we made some updates, changes to the Bill Levinson experience. There's not a better time for you to jump in and listen to some of these trainings. These are 1-hour interviews, okay, that are built around our agents. And the reason why I say that is because I literally put my agent hat on and I pick their brain just like as if I were you sitting in front of them. I want to know what inspired them, what helped them to get through roadblocks and obstacles, especially like a COVID-19 situation, right? We have Joe Ross, the top sales coach in the industry, Bill Atlee, the owner, founder of iPipeline. He created the iGo e-app, okay? So, you talk about a neat story. Paul Feldman, owner of Insurance Newsnet Magazine, top left, Jorge Solar. He is the home run record holder today in the American League. So also won the World Series with the Chicago Cubs a few years back. I talked to him about, what motivated, what inspired him to keep pushing forward against obstacles that you and I couldn't even think of. Like they didn't know where they were going to get bread or water from growing up in Cuba. I mean, you talk about, being resilient. The stories are unbelievable. Jeff Levitet's Forbes 400 guy year after year, Gary Vaynerchuk. He is the social media guru. His company just made 3 of the Super Bowl commercials that just passed, okay? 3 of those commercials he's responsible for. You talk about marketing in today's world, there is no one that knows it better than Gary V. I sat down with him for an hour in his New York City home office. Great stories. Lauren Berkeley, the top estate planning attorney in Florida, in my opinion, bar none. We have Emmanuel, Ian. They are beasts when it comes to selling online, even before Corona. These interviews were done, and wait till you hear how they speak about not leaving their 3rd bedroom home office, that 99% of their sales are made online and over the phone. Anyway, great time to jump in. Mike Savage was last week's episode. He is Tony Robbins' right hand for the last 15 years. He travels to Fiji with him. He runs the Platinum Mastermind Group. I picked his brain for 1 hour because I wanted to hear his stories and how he looks at this whole coronavirus issue and how does his clients push through, and can he share any good ideas, stories, motivation to help our agents push through this pandemic. So that's probably the best one that's relevant to today's time, is the episode 19 that I sat down with Mike Savage last week. So we'll include all of this in today's thank you email, but check it out. Leave me a comment on any of your podcast channels. I'm featured on every one of them, even on YouTube, or you can get it right from our website. It's all free, but share a comment. Go to our Facebook page. I'll send you the new IUL prospecting book free on me. Just please share your thoughts. Okay, we also put together our own little Orphan lead incentive for all of you agents right now selling from home, and it's very, very easy. We have literally thousands of Orphans from 4 different carriers right now at our fingertips, okay? So great time to pick up the phone from home, and we made it easy. Left side, new agents, write your first application by the 1st, receive a free batch of Orphan leads. Right side, existing agents, write over 5,000 in premium and receive a free batch of Orphan leads. Now, you must get these apps in by the 1st, okay? So you have a couple weeks now. Get them in. We'll send you the free Orphans. That simple. Just our way of saying thank you and our way of giving back during this tough time. Speaking of giving back, we just gave away 2,000 meals to Feeding America. We felt like it was on us to pay it forward and do the right thing on behalf of Levinson and Associates and all of our agents out there, okay? So you can be proud of yourself knowing that you helped contribute to a great cause. 2,000 meals through Feeding America. That was done last week. It's shared on all of our social media pages. Okay, we are jumping right in here. Make sure your pen and paper is ready to go because Keith has a great story, some great value add, and some awesome niche products that nobody else has. Without further ado, Keith Birkin from One America.
Bill, thank you very much. And I'm assuming you can hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can. Perfect.
Okay, very good. First of all, I always love to applaud and give kudos to where they're so well deserved. You guys are always so cutting edge, right on top of things, generally ahead of the curve before they're happening. Love the podcast, and I love Big Mike Savage. I'm as you know, a big Tony Robbins enthusiast, so I'll echo those comments. Definitely listen to this guy and his story. It's an incredible story, and always get value from hearing and listening to Mike.
Thank you.
I think you're very. Oh yeah, definitely. I think you're really going to like what I'm going to show you today. Today is not at all about product. I mean, the first 45 seconds, just to clue you into what this virtual workshop selling program, ultimately what the solutions are going to look like. Why I think you're going to like this so much is a lot of the work is done for you. Our solutions, they're very unique, lifetime benefits. We literally will accept money in any way. These are, of course, hybrid products solving for long-term care on whole life, annuity, chassis, very exciting solutions. I would say, though, if there is a downside at all, it's almost that we have too many options that can be a little challenging to master. So basically, the pandemic actually offered up and opened up an incredible opportunity. Bill said it best. Obviously, things have changed dramatically, but there's never been a better time to be able to reach people right now. They are home. And the opportunity is actually very good right now. With market volatility, a lot of people have pulled back and they're sitting in cash. And these types of products, these protection products, become a lot more front and center during this time, especially with a great many of the approaches that we can come with. Their money stays liquid. We got a qualified money approach, and this is great for people that have seen their 401ks, IRAs, 403bs take quite a hit. That immediately adds 20% more than what they put in. So we're helping make some of their accounts whole again, and then using that money to fund a 10-pay where we are putting their money into a safe place, probably safe, a lot safer than the market is right now. So it's a great time for these products, and it's a great time to be talking to your clients because you're going to have such great reach on them. So here's the solutions that we have. And again, I'm not going into product except for 30 seconds, just to give you an idea what the back end of this on the solution side is. We have our whole life with long-term care with its unique features being lifetime benefits, guaranteed premiums, the ability to accept premium from literally any way you can imagine it, single premium, annual pay, 5, 10, 20 pay, qualified money. And then we work with non-qualified annuities where we can mitigate all gains on an annuity should that annuity be used for long-term care. And then on top of it, give that a lifetime benefit. So they are really incredible solutions. And if it's not something that you're talking about now, I think you're going to love this program because you'll get a good education while you're making some sales. So this is, in essence, a turnkey solution for virtual consumer workshop selling. I've been doing a lot of consumer workshops in my 20 years in the industry. Started off working with financial advisors and planners, and I've probably done over 500. And I can tell you there's 3 things that make a consumer workshop successful. It's preparation, content, and a very thorough, immediate follow-up. So this program hits on all of that. And what's great, an enormous amount of the steps that happen in this program are actually done for you. We have a step-by-step guide along with a step-by-step instruction video on how to do everything, and including some of the parts that are yours. We help you identify the right clients that you want to work with and or prospects, because we are now working with a lead list company that can get you thousands of contacts to work with, sorted by asset value, household income, geography, gender. You get all the contact information that you want if you wanted to use this as a prospect and not just work with the existing list of prospects and clients that you have. We have an excellent already put together invitation that we send out on your behalf for you. And it's also very organized and easy to implement. The content itself, the presentation itself, occurs every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and every Thursday at 2 p.m. It's a very poignant but very compelling and provocative 25-minute live presentation, live video, meaning I'm on camera while presenting to clients simultaneously. It is entirely non-product driven. It's really just talking to the effect of the importance of planning for long-term care, protecting your family, protecting your assets, why this is so important, what is long-term care, how do Medicare and Medicaid play in the part. And the last 2-3 minutes, we talk about how much the industry has progressed and how linked benefits are playing such a big part, and that they offer guarantees, lifetime benefits, and obviously all the great benefits that go with that. What makes these workshops so successful, though, is the follow-up. So once your clients and or prospects have attended the 25-minute seminar, we're going to set up a virtual planning session with your client, yourself, and either me or my internal partner, Bailey. During that planning session, we're going to go over a unique solution for your clients. We have a fact finder that you fill out to get that information. Again, this is all part of the step-by-step, but we're going to go over a very unique solution just for your clients, what that looks like, complete with presenting the illustration, the solution, and right there at point of sale, taking an e-app, which we don't have voice signature, but we have click to sign, email signature, and then of course you can print the app and send it out. But the click to sign is fantastic. It's right on the spot. So as far as the step-by-step guide, this is a little idea of what it looks. There's 7 steps to doing this correctly. A lot of this is done by us. Send out the invitation. It's done by my marketing team. We just need your information, your headshot. We create a profile for you on our marketing store, which has all of this ready to go. We do, of course, want you to call your clients and prospects that got invited and personally invite there. And we have phone scripting to help you do that, a checklist to go through, an enormous amount of tools and resources that go with this program, all very easy to use and easy to implement. And like I said, I even created a step-by-step instructional video that goes with this. But again, it's pretty simple. Part of the preparation is knowing who you want to go after, identifying your clients. This helps you in looking at your existing clients and prospects, as well as if you did want to buy leads, who you'd want to target. And this is very helpful with that piece. And then, of course, the invitation itself has the link to register. It has your information in it with your picture, your contact information to create that call to action. And it looks like this. I know it's a little small to see on the screen, but just to give you an idea, it does have a nice graphic. It's pretty concise. It would have your headshot down here with your contact information. And, of course, the link right here to register for the consumer workshop. And again, we send that out for you. Following the invitation, to keep things going, I love to get as good attendance as possible. I'm into maximum attendance at these workshops. We have great drip emails that look like this that would send out to your clients and prospects to keep them interested leading up to their workshop date. You want to keep them compelled. You want to keep top of mind why they're agreeing to come to this workshop in the first place. So we send out 2 to 3 top of mind emails to your clients that look like this as well to keep them intrigued and keep them engaged. We even give you phone scripting because every 4 or 5 days, you're going to get an Excel sheet from me with the tracking report, letting you know which of your clients or prospects opened the email and obviously showed some interest, which gives you an opportunity to pick up the phone, call them, and then personally invite them to the workshop. You'll definitely get some people attending just from the merit of sending out the email. But if you really want to do this right, you want to pick up the phone, call them, and invite them, and you'll be able to know who's actually opening the email. We use a fact finder, which is very simple, to set up the virtual planning sessions after your clients have attended one of the workshops. You're going to want to call them up, get this information from them, so we can set up the planning session and put together a perfectly unique solution based on their very unique financial portfolio. The presentation itself, like I said, the consumer presentation happens every Tuesday at 6 and every Thursday at 2, giving your clients an opportunity for those that are still working to attend after a workday. And it looks something like this. It's a PowerPoint with me, as you can see down in the bottom left on camera the whole time. 25 minutes, brief, but very compelling, very provocative, with the call to action at the end that they'll be receiving a call, again, from their agent or advisor that invited them to the workshop to set up a virtual planning session by either phone, share screen, or video conference, where the agent, of course, myself and them, will go over their unique solution along with taking an app. The planning sessions, for them to be effective, you want them to happen within 7 to 10 days. This is something that when you pick up the phone and initially invite your clients to attend the workshop, you want to drop the hint that ultimately you will want to do a virtual planning session with your specialist to go over what a solution looks like for them. And again, that can be done by phone call or video conference. So I'll be really direct with you. I'm showing you this at a high altitude, at about 10,000 feet. No need to go through all the different assets of the program. But again, a lot of this is done for you. There's a step-by-step guide, both on video and through document, that walks you through every step of doing this. The beauty is you don't need to understand and know how to sell these products. All that really we want to see from you in participating in this program is just some drive and some elbow grease, that you'll pick up the phone, you'll call your clients, you'll get them there, you'll then follow up and set up a planning session meeting, and then literally the heavy lifting is going to be done by me and my internal the rest of the step of the way. So what's next? The next step is opt in and turn the key. So Joe, I don't know if there's any questions that came in. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, and then take a few of those, and then we're going to launch a poll And we're going to ask you to opt in. If you want to be a part of this workshop selling program, just say yes. And then you're going to get a call from me within the next 3 business days, where we're going to do basically part interview, part onboarding. It's about a 10-minute call where I'll send you all the assets for the program. We'll describe exactly what is next, go through this step-by-step. You'll get the video, the step-by-step guide, everything that goes with it, and you will be on your way, turning the key and sparking up that ignition. So it looks like the poll is open. While that poll is open, I don't know if there's any questions, Joe, that you would like me to cover.
Yeah, Keith, we just had a few of agents that want to get started. So obviously at the end, we're going to send out contracting. The one requirement, obviously, you have to be appointed under Levinson. So as soon as we get your contracting in and processed, we will set you up with Keith and their team.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. It's an extremely important point. Yes.
I think that's it for now, Keith.
Okay, excellent. So you're voting. I'll get those results. Again, expect 2 to 3 business days. You'll be getting a phone call from me, or an email for best time to speak. And I look forward to speaking to each of you that opted in. Bill, Joe, thank you so much. I always value my face time in front of you guys and your agents and advisors. And I love working with you guys.
Awesome. We feel this. Hey, Keith, do you want to give a quick overview of the hot products right now? Do you have time for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like 100-foot overview while we have everybody on.
Absolutely. So they're linked benefit products. You guys are familiar with that hybrid whole life with long-term care, annuity with long-term care. And basically, you're funding a base policy, which gives you a death benefit. And we take in money anyway. I mean, like I said, we could take in single premiums, annual pay, 5, 10, or 20 pay. And where we're so unique is in a few different ways. Number one, we're the only carrier that is a joint life second to die policy. The value there being 1 premium covers 2 lives. We have lifetime benefits, and we take money, like I said, annual premium, 5, 10, 20, or single pay. But just 2 really quick things in a minute or less that's really standing out is our qualified money approach, where we're taking money in from a 401k, IRA, or 403b. We create an IRA at One America. We roll money out of their IRA into ours, give it 20% more, and we use that new money to make 10 payments into a life insurance 10 pay. But the other thing I think, which is so timely right now with what's going on and people having pulled back more into cash out of the marketplace because of the volatility, we have a guaranteed return of premium option, which basically the clients that don't want to buy anything, they're comfortable, they're self-insuring, they have money in cash positions. You can put that money over with us, and it's basically in the same cash position. The only difference is instead of it being worth only what it was, if they died with us, that 200 grand they put in is worth 400 grand for death. And for long-term care, it'd be worth 800 grand, but it is 100% liquid. So for people who are a little timid right now, they want to stay protected, they don't know what to do with their money, this gives them a perfect parking place for it with 0 risk whatsoever, every penny liquid, but getting tax-free death benefits and significant tax-free long-term care benefits. So great things to focus on right now, especially with what's going on in the economy and in our market. So Bill, thanks for a little product time there, but I thought those would be a couple good things to hit on.
Yeah, no. That was perfect. So, all right, real quick, what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to send out that thank you email. You do have to be appointed with us, with One America. And then, of course, we will make the introduction and you can get up and running with Keith and his team. So no problem there. What I want to do also is have Joe dive into our link benefits section. So as you know, what happened in the long-term care world, which has just about fizzled out, unfortunately. Keith's product and their niche has a great fit in the space when you combine life insurance with long-term care. So what Joe did here is he's going to literally pick out for you and show you where the resources are and what product and options are available to you in the space. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what you're looking at here is CarrieLevinson.com. I've highlighted the product tab, and then yellow, you'll see it says link benefit. This is where you can go to actually learn more about the products that we just kind of briefly touched on. You'll also see there's a couple of drop-down buttons there. You can click on One America, access all the different product information, brochures, agent guides, all the marketing material. It's all available at your fingertips. Of course, I will send out this link to this particular page in today's thank you email. So a lot of good information there. Also, Bill mentioned LTC, another great resource. We have some awesome consumer emails and videos that are actually part of our agency automator platform, which allows you to kind of drip market on your entire book of business. And I'm even going to show you how to uncover some new prospects using that agency automator platform. And for those agents that aren't familiar, our agency automator system is basically like your client relationship management tool, your CRM tool. And that only houses all of your clients, your entire book of business, but it also lets you kind of mine through that book of business and uncover new sales opportunities. So if you've been writing for years, whether it's in the health business, life business, and maybe even an unrelated business, you can actually store all of your clients, all their contact information. You can set up ongoing automated email marketing blasts, whether it's a birthday email, maybe a policy conversion reminder, maybe you want to talk about the latest new, $2 million term product that the client can get approved for instantly. You can send out a drip email marketing campaign to your entire book of business and even really fine tune the demographics that you're targeting based on the product. Another great thing inside of Agency Automator is the prospect database. So this is great if maybe you're new in the business or you just want to uncover some new prospects. There's two different databases inside of your agency automator system. You've got a consumer database, which has about 28.5 million records, and then a business owner database, which has about 6.7 million records. So the whole point of accessing that prospecting database is to be able to plug in some very specific demographic information and then find a actual qualified list of prospects. You're going to get their phone number, you're going to get their email, their physical address, all their contact information. In this example, I plugged in maybe looking for LTC prospects, ages 50 to 70 with a net worth of $250,000 or more. I set a 15-mile radius from the office here just to give myself an idea, and I got over 15,000 people that meet that criteria. So awesome way to kind of uncover new sales opportunity and then use those email marketing drip systems and all those different materials that Keith touched on to be able to kind of market to those clients and get your name in front of them. Like Bill said earlier on, there's actually all those clients, we know they're home, we know that they're most of them unfortunately are sitting around, so it's a great way to contact them and get in touch, and using Agency Automator is a great resource to be able to do that.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. Okay, we're just about done here. A couple of things I want to touch on, and then we're going to ask our webinar question of the day. So real quick, Insure Me Now Direct, again, think Amazon for life insurance, okay? First time ever, turnkey. You can have your platform website up and running. I think right now we're, once you get signed up and appointed, we're about 48 hours behind. So in 2 days, you will be up and running. And here's what's so neat about this. Number one, we just made lots of changes, okay? So if you've seen this a few months ago, a year ago, totally different now. The reason why, so we now have Haven Life, okay, A+ rated carrier. Now, here's what's so cool. Ongoing monthly premium, they can pay by credit card, debit card, or, of course, have an ACH done out of checking or savings, okay, number one. Number two, your client goes on your site, they run a quote, they like what they see, they hit apply now, the e-app comes up, it's about a 5-minute e-app, instant approval, right to electronic policy delivery where they can save and print their policy. And they're done. And you just made a full commission as if you were face-to-face with that client. So if you know anyone on the group side with maybe an association, maybe it's a bank, a financial institution, a P&C agency, health insurance agency, maybe on the security side, there's a wirehouse, let's say, and these people don't want to deal with life insurance. They don't have the time, they don't know about the basics, and they'd rather have you handle it. Well, now we can co-brand the website to make it look like it's for that specific association or mortgage company. And all they have to do is drive traffic to the site. Anyone that buys a product, you just got paid full commission and you did nothing. Okay, so that's how you need to start thinking. Think about your network. Think about people you know that maybe has a big book, okay? It doesn't matter what business it's in. We can customize this and make it look like it's their own platform. We're doing it now for a huge retail chain, and they want it for their insurance division on their website, and they're going to drive traffic. They're even going to print the website name on the back of their receipts. I mean, it's a huge operation. I can't tell you the name yet because we're under a strict NDA. But anyway, the options are endless. Okay, we just added the new term to 500,000. We now have Gerber has the grow up plan and guaranteed issue whole life, all direct to consumer, and the client gets a free scholarship by purchasing through your website, which is also self-enroll, by the way. We now have guaranteed issue disability we just added on the platform. We have white collar disability, guaranteed issue critical illness. We have the scholarship program. We have ReliaShield, identity theft protection, where you get paid a marketing fee. We have the Legacy Armor platform, which is the online safe deposit box. Everything is built in now, all self-enroll from your client. The only thing you have to do is drive traffic, or even if you have a client on the phone, say, hey, do you have a second? Here, click on BillLevinson.com. I'm going to show you how to run a quote. Do you like what you're seeing? Great. Click here to apply. Boom, you just wrote a new policy. It's unfreaking believable. It's also a great opportunity for you to recruit agents to your downline, okay? No one else has this, and I know that because I built it, and we own the entire platform. We trademarked Insure Me Now Direct. No one else can get this. Great opportunity for Levinson agents. Amazon for insurance. This is a marketing piece that just went out nationwide. Now, we can co-brand this for you so you could start to market today. Even if you're using, let's say, Agency Automator, there's a database of hundreds of thousands of agents in there. You can market Insure Me Now Direct. Anyone that you get signed up, we place them under you at whatever spread you want to hold, just like a traditional hierarchy. But the difference is there's no greater hook than a platform like this. So again, you know, COVID-19 going on, everybody's home, agents are home. This is a great opportunity for you all. 5 carriers, 16 products. It is up and running today. Okay, and by the way, it's only going to get better. We're adding some new functions as we speak, which we're rolling out in the next 4 weeks. Okay, let's move forward here. Okay, real quick, our upcoming agent training events. That's what you're on right now. And again, you know, we have lots of spare time now. I hope you're listening to some of those really great episodes on the Bill Levinson experience. It's great motivation, great inspiration, and great ways for you to learn and take your business to the next level. Also, what we have is every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Kevin, our main programmer, is hosting each call. And what we do is we pick out a different platform that Levinson offers so you can dive in with your spouse or your assistant, anyone that can help you get all of your, let's say, your prospects loaded up. You want to start your website and your CRM tool and your Insure Me Now Direct put together. Great, hop on the trainings. We want to make sure you're comfortable so you're using the platforms that we offer. On the bottom is Legacy Armor every Wednesday now, 2 p.m. Now, these are recurring every single week, so there's no excuse to not listen to these. The Legacy Armor platform is the online safe deposit box. All agents, all Levinson agents are registered for free, okay? And this is a great way to literally walk your client through an online vault that's secure where they can keep all of their passwords, all of their insurance policy information, all of their last wishes, maybe pictures they want their beneficiaries to see when and if they pass on. And what's so cool, there's artificial intelligence built in to where if Aunt Betty, you know, moves to Switzerland and no one knows where she went or where she's living, if Aunt Betty dies, the beneficiaries are instantly notified through artificial intelligence, and then the beneficiaries get automatic full access to Aunt Betty's Legacy Armor Secure Vault where they can see everything and get all of the passwords that Aunt Betty wanted them to see when she passes. So that's an awesome program, a great door opener for you all. On the bottom, this is what I'm most excited about. Next Tuesday, okay, one of the top questions we get from agents that call in is they say, hey, Bill, I love what you guys are doing, but I really want to pick someone's brain, someone that's already doing it, that paved the way for us, that's very successful. I want an opportunity to talk to them. Well, we all know there's not a successful agent out there that's just going to literally pick up the phone and spend 2 hours with you and share all the secret sauce, right? That's not going to happen unless you wind up getting appointed under them and they're making an override, okay, which you don't want to do. So what we did is we picked one of our top virtual agencies in the country. He's going to be on Tuesday's webinar, and he's going to speak for 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to pick his brain. I'm going to try to share as many secrets as we can. And then we are launching the $2 million instant decision term policy from an A-plus rated carrier, all on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you are plugged into that call. It's going to be a win-win. I promise you. I promise you that. Okay? Okay, our last slide here on the question of the day, which I'm going to ask in just a second. Make sure your little fingers are on the keyboard. And by the way, the answer, hint, hint, we went over on today's webinar, okay? And it has to do with you selling in COVID-19 times. All right, so this is our Positive Tuesday quotes. And let me just say real quick, you know, I feel like the glass half empty, half full attitude is so important, especially during these times. And you can say, oh, that's just, you know, fake, and that's a fake mindset. You know, you can't always say the world is so great and everything's wonderful. Well, guess what? Okay, the way I look at everything is the glass is half full. That's my mindset. That's why this company is in the direction that it's in. That's why we didn't have to take a back seat during the last 8 weeks. We are still 100% up and running. And when they say surround yourself around those people that look at the glass as half full, that's the truth. That stuff works. That's what people want to be around. It's that good energy. It's the positive mindset. I call it the attitude of gratitude. It's so important you try to get there day in and day out, and I try to live by that. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you all and end with this great quote. As we all are experiencing today, everything can be taken away from you except for the label you attach to each life experience. It's the way you look at it. Going back to the glass half full. I don't even have in my vocabulary that the glass is half empty. I won't even consider that for a second. Anyway, I hope you all think and act just like that, because guess what? Your prospects and clients, in our case, our agents, they all feel that. They don't want to talk to the Debbie Downer that's always saying, oh my God, did you see what's going on in the news right now? And this and that. Yeah, we see what's going on. We're aware of it, but we're going to make the best of it. And we're going to attach a label to this experience and learn and grow from this time so we can look back and say, you know what? Yeah, it happened, but we learned, and our business is in a better place now because of that. We're more innovative now. We were proactive, and now we're hosting these great webinars and using these e-apps and these voice signatures. I would have never done this pre-corona. So guess what? There's some positive to be said for that, right? So anyway, look at it like that. I look at life like that, but I just can't encourage you all enough. Okay, question of the day. Enough of my rant here. So I named our latest carrier to add voice signature. What is the name of that carrier? I said it about 2 or 3 times in the presentation. There's a handful of carriers that have voice sign. You can literally sell over the phone and get a voice signature. We just added the latest carrier, and I mentioned it the first probably 5 to 7 minutes of the call, and then again about 20 minutes in. What is the name of that carrier that just added voice signature because of COVID-19? Whoever answers first is the winner. We're going to mention that name right now. Joe?
Yeah, the winner is Robert R. from Ohio.
Robert R. from Ohio, congratulations. The answer is Columbian Financial Group with their final expense. We are one of 2 agencies in the country to offer voice signature rolling out next week. Have a great rest of the week, a great weekend. good selling, keep that attitude of gratitude, and we'll all muscle through this together. Take care and thanks again.